back to try again. Oh, man. Let's try and have some fun with it instead of getting all grumpy. She beats us. She brings everything crashing down. All ego, all pride. Smashed. on, Mimic. Hold out, hold out, hold out. Did I win? I beat her! There you go. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. There you go, baby. She's done. She's done.
I finally met my match.
She's done. Oh, that's sweet. It really is. Nice, nice. Okay. Well, what can I say? Okay. So, actually, she wasn't really that hard. That took really a day. Okay, so I can level up a bit. This time maybe I'll go for strength and hit points. Got it. There you go. Bingo. Nice. Okay. Well, things happen, you know. I had a nice sense about that one when I went in to the second half and I glanced at the Mimic and saw that he was nearly full capacity still. So we had taken down the first half, Malenia, efficiently. And that's the key. I'm taking pictures for the Elden Ring scrapbook. Okay. Nice. Beat her. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sweet. What more is there to say? Talk about tactics. The tactics were the same time after time. Blasphemous Blade. And using the Mimic tier plus 10. Light armor so I can move. That time I didn't even use any spells on myself or anything. I just went in with a Blasphemous Blade. And I two-handed it. The only thing I had that I used a couple times was the incantation for Rotten Breath. So the point was to use the special attack, or the heavy attack, whatever it's called, of the Blasphemous Blade, you know, this thing. To use that attack over and over again on Malenia to keep her constantly off balance and to keep regenerating my HP back so that I didn't have to use red flasks. Therefore, I could move all my flasks over to blue flasks for FP. So I basically left myself 2 red flasks and I moved everything else over. 2 or something like, and I moved everything else over to like 10 blue flasks so that I could keep doing this special attack. And the point is between that special attack and the mimic, if the mimic happens to use that attack enough, he keeps his HP healthy, and we can kill Malenia in the first half and then get through to the second half with a nearly full strength mimic because of this sword. And if we can get into the second half with a nearly full strength mimic, then we have a real shot at bringing the second half Malenia down. And what I did this time is right at the start of the second half, I hit her with Rotten Breath incantation first, and then I immediately went into the special attack of this sword, hitting her with the fire over and over again and refilling my blue flasks. And because the mimic was so strong at the start of part 2, he was able to keep her more occupied, so she didn't come after me with that long stabbing attack that she sometimes does. And then once I saw her bar was way down and the mimic was still there, it became pretty clear that it was going to be a win. So that's the basic set of tactics that I used for Malenia, and it requires that you have a couple things. You have a good mimic tier, which is plus 10, and you have this blasphemous blade weapon, which is also leveled up to plus, I think it goes up to plus 10 itself. Those are the requirements for what I was doing. I don't even know if you need the Rotten Breath incantation particularly. I used it in here a couple times, once or twice, but I'm not sure that it was the deciding factor in this win. So there you go. That's it. I had no other special. I had some things that really didn't seem to help. The medallions or whatever they're called that help protect you against fire, I guess. And I had something that increases your FP a little bit. I had the regular things most players have anyway. Let me see. I had, these things. So I had Amber Medallion, raises maximum FP. I had maximum HP, the Crimson Amber Medallion, and then I had this raising dexterity thing. And that's, look, my armor is really light. But just this Blasphemous Blade plus 10, that's what I was using. So there you go. And I think in fighting Malenia, the Black Knife Tish summons isn't good. I tried it a couple times earlier, and it's not good against this particular boss because she hits him too much, and she regenerates her HP, and also he can't regenerate his HP the way my mimic can because he's holding this sword. And every time you do this special attack, if that fire hits Malenia, it regenerates a big old chunk of HP for me. So, and it's a fair weapon to use against her because every time Malenia hits anything, she regenerates a ton of her own HP. So having this weapon is it's the evener between it makes it a little bit more fair to fight her, actually, I think. So there are probably other weapons that generated HP for the player too. This is just the one I know about that I've been relying on. It's really great. So, Blasphemous Blade. Look up if you're going to watch this and that you want it. You got to look up where you got to go find it. You got to beat someone or whatever. But it's worth it. I went out on a mission to do what I had to do to get it, and I did. So once you have it, you've earned it, and all of its benefits are yours rightfully to win with. So there you